Well, the hunting blind is pretty much done. So, on the inside, there's windows all around now. I do have to put some weather stripping in there. I ran out, but that ain't a big deal. Other than that, all these are weather stripped in. It's really just that one that I ran out with. I stenciled some leaves just to kind of break up a silhouette. If anything does spot me through the windows. I don't know, kind of look cool. Kind of look, I guess. But this is just a solid window. I gotta put trim around here yet, but then this is a sliding window, which I gotta clean. Still got a lot of cleaning to do in here from cutting and running the saw, but I used some old carpet tiles that I had laying around in the garage. Power washed them as good as I could, but they're gonna get messed up in the wintertime anyway. They're usually a lot cleaner than this, but just with all the cutting and all the up and down with the mud, they got dirty again. But they lift up easy. So, but 8.5 foot ceilings in the back, 7.5, or in the front, 7.5 in the back. The windows open up a lot bigger of a shooting window. And if you're careful, you can actually close them quietly. I'm doing it with one hand. But that's pretty much it, and it pushes against the weather stripping on the back, so it's nice and tight. Same with all of them. Obviously, I gotta put weather stripping in that one. And this is pretty much it. This is cozy. It's awesome listening to the rain through here on this polycarbonate roof. I know my rafters are laying flat instead of vertical. I did that on purpose. I'm not climbing up on this roof, and it was a lot easier to have 3.5 inches versus 1 3/4 of attaching these from a ladder from the outside. So you have to excuse my voice. I'm sicker than a dog right now, but I just can't help myself. I want to get out here and finish this. I still got to trim the insulation, or the spray foam insulation. I sprayed bed liner for the black all around the top here. This has R10 insulation. I don't know if you can see it in there, but there's insulation all around the top, so when the heat builds up in here, it'll help conserve some of it. And then I'm thinking either over here or over there, or possibly on the wall if I use my garage heater. Either way, I'm either getting a buddy heater or I'm going to use my garage heater. And we have a 100-pound propane tank that's going to sit on the ground. I'll run up through the floor. But yep, this is it. It's just a hunting blind. It's nothing fancy. Yeah, I'm not doing this like professionally as far as finishing and trim. I just needed something to be able to seal up windows and be able to hunt out of. So it's in a prime location. I got the creek down there. I also have a ladder stand over on the other side of the creek that has a canopy that I can use. I don't think you can see it from here. But deer come through here like crazy. I purposely left some of that camo netting over this front window. Just to have some more concealment. But this is a very hot area for deer. So we should do really well this year. Underneath here, I don't know if I showed in the previous video, but I have joist hangers with 2x8 full joists. On the floor, I ran 1x6 on the bottom. And then you can see up there, I also ran plywood, treated plywood, all the way on top of the 1x6s just for minimized squeaking and obviously more of a solid floor. But this thing is extremely solid. Yeah, my black paint all over my hands here. Extremely solid. It doesn't move at all. I think eventually I might turn this bottom into a like a little garage for the four-wheeler in case I take it out hunting the night before. I can park it down here and keep it out of the weather and keep it out of the woods. So there's just less things to spook deer off. But yeah, that tarp is actually pretty quiet. And the netting, I just thought would kind of give it a good concealment. But if you come over here, obviously you can still see it. It definitely does help conceal it a little bit. Just at a quick glance. you know it's there, obviously, and blatantly there, but it does, that netting certainly helped blend it in a little bit. I don't know how to look in the wintertime. I think the only other thing I'm going to do the exterior is along the top there. That's all treated wood, and probably randomly throughout the netting I'm just going to cut random branches, maybe from some dead trees, and just randomly attach them vertically so they kind of help even blend it in even more. But that, and I quickly did the stairs, so obviously I'm going to fix the handrail. I just threw something up quick so I had something to hold on to while I was going up and down. But on the other side, that's the view from over there. So same thing, I'm going to attach those twigs and sticks vertically so they look like little trees just blending in.